Hey guys, so I'm back with another video, and today is going to be my Booktube-a-thon TBR. And I have to say, I just got back from Colorado Wednesday, today's Friday, and I missed the mountains already. Like, the temperature was so nice. It was like 70s, maybe 80s at the highest, and you know what we fucking came into? We came back to 107 degree weather in Oklahoma. I hate it here. Anyways, enough about that. Also, Colorado vlog coming soon. I'm super excited to get all of that footage put together and edited for you guys and uploaded. But also, I want to note, I've mentioned it before, like in videos like a long time ago, but I do have a second channel. I call it a vlog channel, but like I don't actually like daily vlog. But I actually upload my vlogs that are like not book related over there first before I upload them here, since I have set scheduled days on here. So if you ever want to see, like, I talk about a vlog that's coming, you might want to subscribe to that channel just so you can catch them first if you actually care about that shit. But if not and you're just for books, then just ignore it. The link is actually all the way down at the very bottom of the description if you want to check it out. But enough self-promo. Let's jump into this. I was really worried that they weren't actually going to do Booktube-a-thon this year, and I was kind of sad because I've done it every year since I've joined Booktube, which this makes year 4, I think. So I'm super excited that they finally got around to announcing information about it, and I'm excited to do that since I'm also into vlogging now. I mean, I've always really been into vlogging, but I've started doing reading vlogs with read-a-thons. I've been participating. I know you're getting like overflown with like 30+ minute vlogs, and I'm sorry, you don't have to watch them. I hope you do though. I have cute cat content if that's worth anything. I'm going to be vlogging this Booktube-a-thon. I've never vlogged Booktube-a-thon, but I'm kind of excited to do it this year. I'm also going to attempt to participate in the video challenges, which I've never done before, but I'm hoping I'll be able to. The only thing I hate about Booktube-a-thon and the video challenges is they never announce them till the day of. And I'm like, you do realize it's a lot of work to film, edit, and upload all in one day, especially in a day when you're supposed to be focusing on reading. So my suggestion is, if anybody who is in charge of Booktube-a-thon sees this video, maybe release the video prompts like a week beforehand so people can pre-film and edit and, you know, not spend all day in front of the computer and the camera. But yeah, enough about that. Let's jump into my TBR. So for this, there are 7 prompts. Obviously, you do not have to follow any of the prompts if you don't want to. You can just read whatever the heck you want. But as per usual, me and trying to get through my forever growing TBR, I typically try to stick to prompts to make it easier on myself. So prompt number 1 is to pick 2 books and flip a coin to decide which one you're going to read, and it will be your first read. For this, I have 2 books. I have The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw, and I have Rose Under Fire by Elizabeth Wynne, however you say it. These are actually 2 books that Cheyenne over at Bookworm on Wheels has lent me, and I have not touched either of them. So I'm gonna read one of these. I really need to read one of these. So I'm gonna flip a coin, but I actually don't have a coin. Well, I do. I have a penny, but you're not gonna be able to see that, so I'm gonna use my work name tag to decide. So let's do Wicked Deep is heads and Rose Under Fire is tails. Heads will be like the actual name tag sign, and tails will be the back, and I just realized I was holding this upside down. Okay. I really hope I don't stab myself with this. I landed on the floor. And it's tails! So I'm gonna read Rose Under Fire for my first book, which is good because I wanted to read this. This is the follow-up to Codename Verity, which I actually really enjoyed, and it's set in World War II. And some of women pilots. I'm not too sure what this one is about. I know we follow different characters because it's a companion novel, so I don't really know too much about this one, but I'm excited to get into it, and I'll just read this one eventually. I'm sorry, Cheyenne. Prompt number 2 is read a book that has something you want to do in it, whether it's like travel to a place, a certain activity, something, just anything you want to do. So for this one, I have picked The Disenchantments by Nina LaCour. This one is about a boy whose best friend is like in a band, and their plan after graduating high school was to go tour Europe with her band and like live the roadie life, like essentially. And plans go awry when his best friend leaves her band and kind of strands him in Europe with her band, and a lot of shit goes down. I am interested in this because one, it is a contemporary that is set in travel, which tend to be the contemporaries I actually enjoy, and two, it has music in it, and music is a huge part of my life, so I'm excited for that. And I've always wanted to travel with a band on tour, so that's how that's fitting into this prompt. Prompt number 3 is read a book and then watch the movie adaptation or TV show adaptation of it. And for that, I was really debating, because I've been wanting to reread Perks of Being a Wallflower, and it's also one of my favorite movies, about doing that. But I was like, Kristen, your TBR is over 200 books. You need to cut it down. So I'm not allowing myself to do that. Instead, I will actually be reading Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. I have owned this book for way too long, and I'm finally going to get around to reading it. I don't know if I'm going to read both of the stories in here, but I definitely want to read Alice in Wonderland and watch the movie. I'll probably watch the original cartoon version instead of the Tim Burton edition, because I actually don't remember much about the cartoon version. So that's probably what I'm gonna watch. Prompt number 4 is read a book with green on the cover, and finally, I'm forcing myself to read this. I mean, I'm not technically forcing myself because I've been wanting to read it. I just haven't technically gotten around to reading it yet, but this is gonna happen. Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. There are quite a bit of green tones in this cover, if my camera will stop shining on it. I've been meaning to read this. Like, I want to read more Brandon Sanderson. I own quite a few of his other novels. I enjoyed Mistborn a lot, and I have read the first like 20 pages of this when I bought it, and I really liked it, so I need to read this. And it's Brandon Sanderson and it's fantasy, so like, what else do I need to know? Prompt number 5 is read a book while wearing the same hat the entire time. So my sister got me this hat for my birthday last year, and I have not read it. I literally just took the tags off of this, but I really love it because it's like tie-dye and it says stay weird, and actually I'm gonna look like a douche, but oh my god, look. Throwback to me, like late high school, except my hair was purple and really long. But this will be the hat I'll be wearing because I need to get use out of it. But I'm actually going for a poetry collection, and this is actually something I've been needing to read. I feel really bad. Wonderkind PR sent me this, and actually some other books. They sent me this, and they also sent me Space Opera for a exchange for an honest review, and I haven't gotten around to reading either of these, but I'm going to read this one. This is just a short poetry collection, and it's kind of, I think, about learning to like love yourself. It's like how to love the empty air and like stuff like that, and so it seems really cool, and I've kind of been craving poetry lately, so this is gonna fill that. And I also need to read it so I can do a review about talking about it. And yeah, and I actually like really love the cover to this. Like, I'm gonna leave the hat on for the rest of the video. Prompt number 6 is read a book with a beautiful spine, and that is You Bring the Distance Near by Natalie Perkins. And like, just look at it. Look at it. It's so beautiful. And the cover is like gorgeous too. Like look at the back. Like, I don't know how well this is showing up on camera, but like in person, if you ever have a chance to see this book in person, it's gorgeous. Like, just admire it. I picked it up for the cover. And also, I read the spine. I read the flap afterwards, but like the cover's what drew me in. Actually, the spine's what drew me in, honestly. But this is a multi-generational novel about an Indian family that moves from India to New York. We follow 3 different generations of women. So 2 of the women when they're first immigrating to America, and then I think we follow some of the other children in present day modern times, and like, you know, dealing with not exactly knowing where you fit in because they're not American enough, but they're not Indian enough. They're like somewhere in between in the cultures. And finally, prompt number 7 is read 7 books. And for this, I was like, well, I could just pick up whatever, or maybe I could just pick up the next Shadowhunter book I'll be reading, or maybe I could just read The Wicked Deep. But then I remembered I still have a TBR I have to get through before school starts. I mean, I've knocked it down from 6 to 2 books, so I'm gonna let you guys decide on my last book. But the 2 ones I am debating between are The Demon King by Cinda Williams-Chima and Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. If you don't know what TBR I'm referring to, since I don't actually do TBRs, I let my Booktube friends, choose my TBR. And I've been slowly working my way through it. So these are the last 2 books I need to read, and I will let you guys choose which one I should read. The Demon King is a YA high fantasy, and something about wizards and a princess and trying to save the world. Count me in. So thanks, Sam, for picking this for me. So that's option 1. And option 2 is Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. This is a new 2018 release, which is funny because I've actually read quite a few 2018 releases this year, and I normally read like 1, maybe 2 new releases. But anyways, this is a kind of reimagining of Civil War history. Suddenly the dead are no longer staying dead, and we follow our main character who goes to a finishing school type of place, but really, since she's black, this school she's sent to is essentially teaches her how to kill zombies, and so she does that. And so I've heard it's actually really good. I've also heard there's Ace Rep, although it's not very well stated and it's like at the very end of the book, but I'm still interested to see. Please let me know down in the comments which one I should read for option number 7, because I would love to know, because I really need help. I really need to read both of these before school starts in the end of August. So okay, I totally forgot to mention in the beginning of this video, and now I feel really dumb. Booktube-a-thon is actually hosted by Ariel Bassett, and there's actually a YouTube channel just for Booktube-a-thon, which I will leave linked down below, and they have the video explaining everything, and then they also have a video for the prompts if you want to go check that out. And then it also has all of their social media links linked in there, so if you want to go follow them on Twitter and Instagram and all that other fun stuff. Also, this runs from July 30th to August 5th, which is perfect for me. It ends right before I leave to go to Canada for a week. Please let me know if you're participating down below. Also, if you made a TBR video, please link it down below because I would love to go watch it and see what you're planning on reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye!